A New York Jets contingent, including coach Robert Saleh, GM Joe Douglas, and owner Woody Johnson, flew out to California to meet with Aaron Rodgers, making a potential trade all the more real. And while current Jets players co-sign on social media, our own Diana Rossini says the Jets think things are close. Diana?
The New York Jets feel good that Aaron Rodgers could be their quarterback this season. They want the best quarterback in football that they can get on their team. And the New York Jets believe that is Aaron Rodgers. They are doing everything. And it starts from Mr. Johnson all the way down to the coaching staff to now you see players recruiting. It is an all-in effort to get him here.
Airplanes.
Hello.
Two men that know a lot about New York.
Yeah, a little bumpy.
Listen, if they land this plane, we know who's going to win the back pages.
Well, Stephen A. will have to go to the game because that's the bad man.
Right?
Well, I think it's important to say a couple of things. Number one, I usually don't like people sitting in my chair. But I must confess, I have to make an exception today for Coach himself, my man, the one and only Herm Edwards, who's looking quite dapper, I might add. And, of course, Chris Kent, my brother. It's always good to see you. But I will say this. You know, I usually don't like dealing with traffic. I mean, I just got better things to do with my time than being stuck in traffic at MetLife Stadium. But if that bad man ended up going to the New York Jets, I have to confess, I might be required to make an exception on a couple of weekends for that. I must confess to that. Yeah. I must confess.
For sure. Chris, I want to start with you. Tell me this. If this happens, do you think Rodgers can play at an MVP level with this team?
No, Molly, we're done seeing Aaron Rodgers at an MVP level. I don't think he's going to come anywhere close to that. Yeah, I said it, Stephen A., and I meant it. I ain't minced no words. I'm saying that with my chest. And here's the thing. We got to stop assigning Tom Brady-like longevity and productivity for quarterbacks. Ain't a whole lot of quarterbacks that play into their 40s to start with. And of the 22 that happened to do so, only 2 of them would have had a passer rating that would have been above league average in 2022. That would be Drew Brees and Tom Brady. And those guys are just a little bit different. Now, I'm not Rodgers doesn't provide competent quarterback play for the New York Jets because I do think that's the value add in this situation. The Jets had the second fewest passing touchdowns last year, right in front of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Jets offense averaged 17 points per game. Aaron Rodgers remedies that off the rippers just because you've got a guy under center that is going to be competent at the position. And you have a guy on any given Sunday that could be the difference in a positive way in terms of impacting the game at the quarterback spot. It's been a long time since the Jets have been able to say that. So, Herm, when you look at this team, last year, if you would have just scored league average, which is 21 points in every single contest, the Jets would have won 11 games and been in the postseason. So I absolutely look at the addition of Aaron Rodgers as an opportunity for the Jets to go into 2023 as the favorites in the AFC East and potentially a top 3 team in the conference.
Something's wrong with you, man. Something's wrong with you. You trying to tell me that you looking at Aaron Rodgers? What am I missing, Coach? What am I missing, Chris Canty? You trying to tell me he don't have a velocity on his throws? He can't make every necessary throw? That he can't fling that quarterback with that football with the degree of accuracy that we've seen him do? Did you see him against the Philadelphia Eagles earlier this season? Did you see the kind of show that he put on? I saw it. I saw them go 4-8 and they were left for dead. But Aaron Rodgers goes out there and reminds you must have forgot who the hell I am. He's Aaron Rodgers, okay? He's a bad man. I understand this, okay? Now, listen, we can look at Patrick Mahomes and we can sit up there and say he's the best in the business, maybe the best ever. As a talent, to this day, I still challenge anybody outside of Patrick Mahomes to show me one quarterback that you could definitively say was a better talent at the quarterback position than the greatness that is Aaron Rodgers. I don't give a damn if it's Marino, if it's Elway, if it's Peyton Manning, if it's Brady. I'm talking about a talent. Throwing the football, being able to run with the football, having the versatility, dropping dimes. Aaron Rodgers is one of, if not the greatest talent at the quarterback position we have ever seen this side of Patrick Mahomes. And he goes to the New York Jets. He goes to the New York Jets. I got Gary Wilson. I got Breece Hall. I got that defense.
Here we go.
He can't do
something.
Here we go. He can't do that, Chris.
Stephen A.
He can't.
You're talking about what Aaron Rodgers was. I'm talking about what Aaron Rodgers is.
Well, how do you know what he is?
You brought up the Green Bay Packers-Eagles game. I'm going to bring up the Green Bay Packers-Lions game in Week 18, a winning end game at home against a division rival that had nothing to play for, and your offense scored 16 points.
I saw what he did with the 49ers, too. To make your point. To make your point, I saw what he did against Jimmy Garoppolo in the 49ers, too. I'm asking you this question. Has there been slippage in the town? Are you telling me he can't throw the football the way that he used to? Is that what you're saying?
Stephen A., what I'm telling you is life comes at you fast. And Aaron Rodgers in 2021 had the top QBR in the National Football League. Do you know what his QBR was last year? Do you know what it was last year?
It didn't come at you.
He was 26.
You still look like you could beat half the people in the NFL.
What you talking about?
Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? You still look like you could beat half the people in the NFL. What do you mean it comes at you fast? I mean, come on, Chris. I mean, where's the faith? I mean, ageism now. What's going on?
Coach, settle the floor
I will
for
say
me.
this. I watched the Philadelphia Eagle game. And when I watched that game, as just a fan, as a person, I was going, whoa, this Aaron Rodgers still has something left in his arm. I do know this. When he steps into that organization, if that's where he decides to go, all of a sudden in the AFC, where he's at in the AFC East, this team all of a sudden has a chance to win the division. Think about this football team. Think about this, Canty. The Jets. The last time the Jets had a top 10 offense was Brett Favre in 2008. This offense is already it elevates. Plus, Nathaniel Hackett is the offensive coordinator, a guy he trusts. Nathaniel Hackett knows what this man likes to do in a football game. To me, that's big. That's big for Aaron Rodgers. He comes in with an offense that he already is familiar with. He knows who the play caller is. He knows in certain situations, he knows exactly what he's going to call because he's worked with him. So all these things become a factor. I still think Aaron Rodgers is a 30-plus touchdown quarterback. Does that put him in the MVP conversation? It probably does.
Well, let me say this to you, Chris Canty. Let me get back to Chris Canty, okay? All right, talking with his ageism going on and all this. It creeps up there. I don't want to hear that. Let me tell you something right now. Aaron Rodgers goes to the New York Jets. The New York Jets win the AFC East. Aaron Rodgers goes to the New York Jets. The likelihood is the only thing that's going to stop him is a Joe Burrow or a Patrick Mahomes. And I'm saying one of them, maybe, not both. I'm telling you right now, you give him a defense where he's going to have the opportunities that he's going to have that offense out on the field. Again, he's got to be all in because I don't like this. Is he going to retire? How long he's going to play? I get that. But what I'm saying, I understand that part. I'm with you because you got to develop that chemistry. You got to be out there and committed to developing that chemistry with those receivers. But I haven't seen slippage in his ability to throw a football and to run an offense. This brother's something special. And if Aaron Rodgers comes to the Big Apple, baby, if Aaron Rodgers comes to the Big Apple, look out. Look out. I got the New York Jets in the AFC Championship game. That's where I'm going.
Are the Jets now a bigger deal in New York than our Giants?
Oh, hell no.
If they get Rodgers?
No.
Well, wait.
They got the longest playoff drought of anybody in the NFL. Let's stop that. Let's stop the nonsense, okay? Let's stop. They can have the back pages. We'll take the championships. When the last time the Jets got a chip?
Listen, they could if Aaron Rodgers is in New York. I mean, that would usurp Daniel Jones in Big Blue.
To be continued, Vegas, Steve. I got to hit the top of the hour. Let's go. These two are coming back. Don't worry. Still to come, Kevin Durant's Phoenix home debut has been delayed due to a pregame injury. How much will his durability affect the Suns' title chances? Stephen A's got more to say on that. And Fred VanVleet was tossed in the third quarter in last night's loss to the Clippers. You don't want to miss him sounding off on the refs. We got all the reaction from Stephen A and Monica. It's First Take. Come on back.